Hey everyone, it's the Four Gun Guy, and I'm out at the range again today, and I'm going to do another in my stages series, I guess you could call it. I'm out here practicing, and I thought I would do some videos. Now, this is a stage that looks really simple, and it can be, but it can also really mess you up in the very beginning. So let's talk about what you need to look at when you come to this stage and how you might want to shoot it, and what are some of the options that they give us for shooting something like this platform. So if you're ready to go, let's get to it. All right, well, the first thing I want you to notice is that this platform is, facing out to the range. Obviously, we're going to shoot off it. But I want you to also notice the ground that it's on. This is not level ground, and the platform is actually following the angle, the angle of the terrain here, which slopes front to back. So when you first start looking at this to shoot it, what you realize is all your targets are on a plain out there. There's cornfields beyond it, but it's basically a plain out here, and that plain is a good 30 feet below where we are. So what does all this tell you? Well, number one, it's telling you that the platform is facing up. So the platform is actually angling above the tree line that's about 1.5 miles out in the distance. So it's up. The terrain is level and it's below us, which means what as far as your setup goes, right? If you set up for a level setup with this platform, you're going to be aiming above the trees out there when you get down. Remember, you have 2 minutes on this stage, and then you're going to have to reach up there and adjust your bipod, and that takes time. And I've done that many times. I haven't even thought of my bipod. The buzzer goes off. I get on the platform and I go, crap, I forgot to adjust my bipod. So let's talk about what some things you might want to do before you even get on the platform. Now, the rules state that you cannot put anything on the prop until you shoot the stage. So you can't go up there and put your rifle on there and see if it's level and how your angles are and your elevations and all that stuff. You cannot do that. But there's nothing that says, at least in our matches, there's nothing that says, hey, why can't I come to the ground that's kind of near the prop at the same angle as the prop and kind of get down and look at the target? And I do this every stage, by the way, because number one, I want to see how wide the target is in my scope, right? Is it a mil wide, a half mil wide? A lot of my buddies joke to me about that everything to me is a mil wide. Well, it's not, but there was one particular stage where that was the case. So what I'll do is I'll get down here on the ground and I'll kind of just look at things and say, okay, I'm like this. Where am I aiming? Right now, I'm aiming up the sky. In fact, I'm gonna run this video and we'll see this. I should be recording. Let me make sure the thing is. It is. Okay. So right now, right as I am on the ground, look where I'm aiming, up at the sky. Let's see where the target is. Target is right there. It's the Bobcat. You notice how high I've had to bring this, right? So what is this telling me? Well, I can either run this bigger bag and leave my bipod the way it is, or I could cant my bipod maybe, and maybe I'd see the target that way. So if I say, okay, let's use this bag instead, bring that. And this is maybe not a bad choice because I can turn this one on its side and it gives me a little more height. Let's see what this does for us now. Now I'm in the ground, but there's my target. And so that's telling me that, okay, this is not a bad position. Look how stable that is. And if I run this, right, just dry fire, that's pretty stable. And I didn't have to mess with my bipod. So what I might do is say, great. So when I'm running the stage, I'm going to start like this and we'll see what's going on. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm taking both these bags with me into the stage. When you start a stage, everything has to be in your hand that you're going to use on that stage. So I'll hold this one as well, just in case I do get on there and it's a little different and I don't need this height or something's weird with this bag, I could always switch to this other one. So that's just something to think about. Now, something else I forgot to say is sometimes you may not have to get on the platform, or maybe I already said it. If you don't, that's kind of easier, right? But you still have to think about those angles. But for this, we're going to get on the platform. Now, when I get on the platform, you're going to notice that I'm going to cross my back legs behind me. The reason I do that is because this is a stationary platform, but sometimes we get on a floating platform. And to me, just to me, crossing my legs and bringing them kind of behind me helps calm that platform down a little faster. Some guys hang their legs off. Some guys love to just hang their legs off this thing. You can't touch the ground if the rules say you can't touch the ground. But, so that's what that is. Now, again, I'm going to start with both bags. I'm going to start my round just about 1/8 of an inch. And again, I'm going to have this bag ready, kind of in the position that we said it would be in. And they're going to say gun. I'm going to put that one there. I'll throw that one there. I'll put the gun up, and then I'll on the platform, and I'm on it. And now I'm noticing that I'm low. So now I can just turn my bag. I'm still aiming at the target down there. And I'm on the target. You notice I've got my legs crossed. They are a little bit off. Let's see what we can do here. Impact. 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 Ooh, that one had a heavy bolt open. I think I missed that one, and I think that's it. There we go. One more. There we go. Yeah, I think I slapped that one trigger. So there you are. I had to make an adjustment, right? Because remember, on the ground over here, I had this bag like this, and it was working. But that's why I say, don't get flustered. Just realize what's going on. Turn the bag. You're going to be lower. We got back on target, and everything was okay. So there you go. This is, again, it looks like it can be a simple stage, and it can be if you just put a little thought into it around how you're going to shoot it. Some guys, if you don't have to be on the platform, some guys just run a bag back here, put a bag down and shoot off the bag. They don't even use a bipod. So it just depends on your preferences and what you'll like. Well, hey, thanks again for watching, everyone. I'm trying to do these short videos, you know, every week or so, or when I come up to the range, and I hope you really enjoy these things. You may not want to shoot it the way I'm shooting it. That's perfectly fine. Maybe I'm giving you some ideas to even speed it up faster, to get you more stable, whatever. My whole goal with these is just to get you thinking about the prop. Just don't come in a match, grab a bag, get your bipod, walk up to this thing and shoot it. You're going to regret that, right? So just put some thought into it. Anyway, got some other stuff coming up. Can't wait to show that to you. And thanks again for all the likes, subscriptions, comments. I really appreciate it. And until next time, guys, shoot straight.